Hey everyone, it's Return of the Weekend. I'm Ray. Today we're going to get to unbox the Green Leopard PRO from a company called HAOQI. They make a fat tire e-bike that we're going to check out. I can't wait to see it. Unboxing, just basically I want to show the packaging, how it comes, if there's any damage to it. A lot of these e-bikes, when they come via FedEx, UPS, they get damage from the box, and also the companies, how do they support that? So today that's what we're going to check out, how it's packaged, if there's any damage, how easy it is to put together, and then we're going to get to show it to you. So it's pretty straightforward. Everything was packaged up nice and tight. Everything was padded. We got the seat and the seat post. I believe that's the suspension seat post. It's a nice feature that it comes with. The rear rack. This looks like a quick disconnect for the front tire, which does not come on the bike. You have to assemble that. There is some assembly required. You got a nice fender. The handlebars and the LCD screen were packaged very nicely. I did not use a utility knife on any of that. I used my little snips to cut those zip ties off because I do not want to scratch the paint. Handlebars appear to be something else that needs assembled. Oh, nice. That is the adjustable riser. Normally on most of these e-bikes that I've had experience with, you have to purchase that extra, so that is a great addition. Looks like you got the front suspension with the lockout, hydraulic disc brakes, which is another amazing feature. There's a shot at the rear one there. I didn't think the color would be this cool. I love this sort of manta green looking color, and this bike is gonna pop. Let's get it out the box the rest of the way. This box here appears to be, I'm gonna guess, there's gonna be pedals in there, maybe some instructions, miscellaneous hardware, charger. Let's check it out. Get that out of the way. Pedals, some zip ties. Nice little touch. Ooh, and a bike tool. Very handy. In here, looks like the charger. Pretty standard. With instructions. Nicely packaged. Nice tip with the tools. Instructions. And we did go, this one here is the Green Leopard PRO. The white looks pretty sweet too. But let's get this thing together. Alright, and there you have it. That is the unboxing of the HAOQI Green Leopard PRO fat tire mountain bike. I'm very happy with the whole packing and delivery process. There was no damage. FedEx, you did a great job. Shout out to you. Shout out to HAOQI. You packaged your e-bike very well. Look at all that packing material that they use to make sure that I got this bike without any damage. Wow, that's a sharp bike. Gotta say, I'm excited to ride this one. So there you have it. That was the unboxing of the HAOQI Green Leopard Pro Fat Tire mountain e-bike. Good job, HAOQI. Lots of packing material, no damage. FedEx, shout out to you. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting things organized, and I'm going to put this guy together, so stick around for that. So you got some miscellaneous hardware here. It's not plastic, it's actually metal. Threaded bolts. Loosen that up. That protects the forks during shipping so they don't get bent. Now that those are loosened, I'm going to be able to throw on this tire. Alright, the first thing you got to do when you got to put your front tires on is take these little plastic caps off, like so. And sometimes they can be on there pretty tight. They're just plastic. These are to protect the axle. Come on. And if it spins, just get yourself some handy channel locks, put it on the nut on the opposite side, and just spin lightly. It'll come. Okay. And HAOQI also does a quick release front tire, which is a nice feature. So in order to get this ready, you see the springs right there. Keep those springs on that side. You're going to loosen up this bolt or nut and take this spring off. Don't lose it, you're going to need it. The skinny end goes towards the middle. Alright, with the e-bike on its side, you're going to match up the rotor here on the right side, or the driver's side. Just match it up, put it on the same side as the hydraulic brake caliper. You'll see it. Trying to use the original packaging so I don't damage anything. Don't forget to take out the little spacer. And the brake caliper, that's just to protect the caliper. Get your rotor lined up with the caliper. That'll help you get started. And there you have it. You want to take your quick release axle. Remember, skinny side of the spring goes towards the middle of the bike. I'm going to put mine on this side, or the left side. Put your spring on. It's hard to see, it's hard to show it to you. Get it snug so you can quick release, and I like my quick release to be facing top of the bike, just so it doesn't get caught, especially if these mountain bikes you're going on a trail, just so it doesn't get caught on a stick and get bent. There you have it. Alright, for the rest of the installation, I suggest standing it upright, putting it on the kickstand, and as you can see, it's starting to look like a bike now. This is the HAOQI seat that it comes with a suspension seat post. Nice foamy cushiony seat with a reflector on the back. Again, it's quick release. Snug that down, get that where you want it. We'll leave it loose for now. Alright, so when the bike comes, the handlebar riser is loose, and it's actually backwards, so you need to spin it around so the extension faces to the front of the bike. I'm going to use the neat little handy tool that HAOQI sent me, the Allen screws, to get it close to alignment. I will do final adjustments later. I just want to get this thing snugged up so I can get the handlebars on, which we'll do in a second. Great, nice and snug. Next up is to remove these 4 bolts, all Allen heads, I think like a 4mm. You got to take all 4 of them off, so this will release the bracket that's used to mount the handlebars. Okay, So you want this ridged part of the handlebars to be in the middle of your riser. The LCD screen does move. You can move it out of the way. And again, we're just going to get this close. We'll do final adjustments later. And if you have an extra set of hands, now would be the time to call them to. Once you get it started, you're pretty much home free. You can start to go ahead and tighten it down. Again, not too much because you're going to be making your final adjustments later. So you just want to get it snug. Try to keep that ridged part centered. And there you have it. Handlebars on. Alright, next up we're going to install the front fender. Simply slide it through the forks. You'll see the hardware is already in. You just have to loosen it up and unscrew it. You can get everything snug down finger tight. So you can do final adjustments later. And now would be a great time to install the light. So here's the hardware that was in the fork earlier. Make sure we're not crooked. Go through the light, through the fork, and the little bracket on the back of the fender. Tighten it down with the washer and the lock nut that is provided. Yep, 10 millimeter wrench on the back for that nut, and a 5 millimeter Allen. You can get it snug and make your fine adjustments. Alright, next up is going to be to install the included rear rack with integrated brake light. Hardware, you'll find it on the frame. I already loosened that off. Slide this into place like so. You only have one hand, like I do. It might help to get the hardware started. Once you get one in, it'll hold it for you. You can now start snugging up the remaining hardware. And you can begin to snug it down with your 4 millimeter Allen. Again, just snug will secure everything down once it's all together, and we check alignment. Lastly, once you have it mounted, it's time to hook up the brake light. Looks like I'm going to have to run this wire and secure it, and I'm going to use the zip ties that were included in the kit, because I need this to connect to here. Arrow to arrow. Seems like a secure connection. Zip tie these guys together so there's no tension. Okay, like that. I'll put another one there, and then I'm just going to continue to zip tie them up to here. Plenty of slack. Alright, next up you're going to put on your pedals. They're clearly marked, left for left, right for right, and I got a 15 millimeter wrench to get them snug. So the left one appears to be normal threads. take that back. It's reverse threads. On this one, lefty is tighty. Okay, you want to get that nice and snug, but not too tight. And repeat on the other side. All right, now that we have her all together, let's get her turned on. Holding the M button, well, that will turn on and illuminate the upgraded color LCD display. I noticed right away you got some nice comfortable leather hand grips. You got your up and down and your mode button. You got your bell. Standard display shows battery, your odometer, speed in miles or kilometers per hour. Pedal assist settings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just found when I hit the kill switch, you get the error 08. So that's to keep it off. Press it again, come back on. I did install a phone holder because we like to go on long trips with our mobile devices that are secure. We got the Shimano 7-gear shifter. We got the twist throttle. Yep, she's on. Even with power assist 0, you can still go. You got hydraulic brakes, which is a great touch. They're way more reliable and a lot more stopping power than the standard cable brakes. Moving down the bike, we got the LED light. Hold the up arrow on the control. We'll light it up nice and bright. Hold the up arrow again, and it'll turn it off. Front fender, keep the spray off of you, and man, look at that green. I love it. You have your suspension forks with lockout control and your preload setting. So this way you can adjust how stiff or how soft you want it. What a good looking bike. Next up is the suspension seat post. As you go up and down bumps, it's got a little suspension feature. I think it's spring loaded. Quick connect here. To take out the seat or swap out the seat easily. Rear rack, that was a nice addition, and the rear fender. Moving down to the motor, we have a gear hub motor, 750 watts. Love it. Working tail light or brake light. Here's another shot of the caliper and the hydraulic brake. Man, that green. Here we have the powerhouse. You can use, they gave us 2 keys. You can remove the battery or you can charge it on the bike. It does have a battery level indicator on the battery, which I do love that. This battery is a 20 amp hour battery. It does have an accessory USB charging port for mobile devices. That'll be perfect for me to run my phone. And I could charge it on the bike. This bike, HAOQI boasts this bike will make 80 miles on a single charge. I'm sure depending on use, of course. But that is impressive. It does have a 400-pound payload capacity. So if you're a large person, this bike will support you. And it is lightweight. It has a 6061 aluminum frame. One of the key features I really enjoy is the adjustable riser. So if you want to sit more upright, comes with it stock. You don't have to buy that aftermarket. The last bike I had, I believe it was a Gen 3, I had to purchase that separately. Very nice feature. This bike will go a top speed of 28 miles per hour, which is really fast. Well, there you have it. That is our complete unboxing and assembly of the Green Leopard Pro from HAOQI. I just wanted to give a big shout out to you, HAOQI. Thanks for sending us this bike. You packaged it up really well, got to me with no problems. Easy to assemble, looks great. I'm excited to ride it. If you did get something out of this video, I'd appreciate it if you give us a like and maybe a subscribe. And Comment below if you'd like to see us review or test out anything else. And in our next video, we're going to be taking this thing on the trails to give it a full thorough test to see what it can do off the trails. We'll be riding on some pavement, just anywhere where we usually go. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, turn on your little notification thing up there so you know when we post that. And until the next return of the week, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks, it's Ray. See ya.